But it's good, YouTube. Quinn Wade coming to you with an analysis breakdown on Deni Avdija. He's a good playmaker now. He finds bigs and players easily. He keeps his head up. He's a good decision maker. He's a good combo guard. He gets rid of the ball fast and early. If he sees you open, he doesn't hesitate and he looks to find you. And it's just good, accurate passes and just good decision making from him, which helped him be an all-star. Is running the offense as an attacker. He can also get to the paint and kick it out and make good, precise passes. He can also pass it from the top of the key all the way to the paint for his teammates to be able to score that way too. He can also handle the ball and make good live passes for easy opportunities for his teammates to make shots in the paint. Also, he can also take his time and just read what the defense is doing and react in the right way, and then try to make the right decision according to what they try to do to him or his teammate. And then you have to look at it like this. He can also speed it up to create chaos and still find his teammates for easy opportunities because he's under control when he's making his decisions and his moves. And he also can score with his ability to post up a little bit, and that can allow him to score or his teammates to score because he can find them. He also is a good transition player too. And I like the fact that he can get out and make those baskets, but he also can score in the half court just by cutting or using angles to be able to use that as a way to get easy access to the basket. He also can come right at you, go downhill, and make a quick finish around the basket. Not only that, he also can use his handle and his weight and his quickness to be able to bump and knock people around to get space to be able to get a shot off. Not only that, he also showing that he can drive right at you. You know, if you in front of him, he can use acrobatic type of finishes now to be able to get it to go down, and that's something that he had to improve on. And now he's also showing you that he has a variety of handles to be able to create space, and he uses his little push jump shot fading thing, leaning thing to be able to score. It's kind of like a floater. He gets you trapped and you think he's going to go all the way to the basket. Then he creates separation. Then he gets it up in the air and it's just a good look because it's that close to the basket and he's a legitimate 6'6". But he also can cut to the basket that way too if you don't play him right, and he can get an easy look that way. And his backdoor cutting ability can even lead to dunks. Obviously, if you don't pay attention to him, he's going to leak and try to cut on you and hurt you. But he also can post and do the same because you have to commit to him. And if you can't stay in front of him, it's a bucket. And that's something that you have to love about him. And I like the fact that he takes his time. And if he wants to get closer to the basket, he can still finish if you don't have a rim protecting big in that paint. He's also working on his three. And that's a tough shot to master. But he could do it off the dribble a little bit. Obviously, he can catch and shoot it too. If you leave him too open, he's not afraid to take it. He's confident in that shot. And he can also make it in the corners, which is always essential to modern basketball now. And it was good to see them make that adjustment to his game. But I like the fact that he's also highly confident in that shot, and he can pull it up too, even if you're near him. And that's something that you have to be able to do in the modern game without hesitation if you want to get good looks. And then he also averaging one offensive rebound a game that could turn into a basket for him or his teammates. To see what Denny has been able to accomplish as a young player. He's only 25 for people that don't know. He's a legitimate 6'8", 228 pounds. He's only in his sixth season this year. He's giving you a career high in points, which is 25 points a game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and he's shooting a good percentage, which is 46% from the field. He's making 34% of his threes, which is about average, and he actually is a decent three-point shooter. We'll see what he ends the season and continues to do throughout his career. He's also showing you that he can be a respectable free throw shooter, and now he's shooting 80%. That's another improvement. The thing about it is he's attempted 9 free throws a game. Teams and players are having trouble staying in front of him. They're having trouble being disciplined because he attacks you so much, and he's always using his handle to keep you off balance. And it's just tough, to predict what he's trying to do and what he's trying to get accomplished. And since he can drive and hit that leaner shot, and he can also be physical, it just makes it tough, to guard him especially for all the minutes that he plays, which is 34 a game. He just relentless, and it just tires you out too. But he's has been very, very impressive, and I love what he has done this entire season. He was really, really deserving of an All Star spot, and it's good that he was able to get the validation by getting on the team, and he has really improved and showed that he's one of the rising stars in this league. And a lot of it had to do with injuries, and a lot of it had to do with opportunities, but he made the best of it, and he took advantage of it, and he showed that he's really, really a good player in the league. And they were showing, so he was showing some signs of it in Washington. Obviously, they tried to sell high on him. Portland didn't complain about it because he came in and made an immediate impact. And then he showed that, he's one of the best in guards slash forwards in the league. And that's something that, nobody really seen coming besides his training staff and his coaching staff. And he made it, a reality that he is one of the best guards slash wings in the league. So the fact that he's giving you 7.2 rebounds is amazing. Obviously, you want him to do as many things as possible to help you win. And 6 assists are just ridiculous. I mean, he's already tough to guard individually, and now he's just finding ways to hurt you by having his teammates get good, easy looks that comes from him. And I love his unselfish play too. He's always looking ahead. He's always trying to make the right play, whether that's passing or scoring. He do turn the ball over a lot. 3.9 is way too high for any player. But like I said, he is learning his teammates. He is learning, this new role that he has. He has always played a similar type of role, but they upped it and took it to another level. They had to rely on somebody. They had to depend on somebody. And they're only, at this point, 2 games below 500. So he's been delivering for them, and he's getting a lot of love and a lot of praise for his consistent play throughout the entire season. And I'm another person that's been watching him and saying I didn't think he sucked. I didn't think he was a bust, but I didn't think he can average 25 a game either. And he's doing it every single night, and he's making it look easy. And he's doing it sometimes in dominant fashion too. So this isn't something that just blew out of, and came out of nowhere. This guy has really been putting in a lot of work. He's really been pushing himself. He's really getting the best out of his body and his skills, and he's willing to still learn and improve them too. And you have to have the whole package if you want to be an all-star, or you have to perfect your role. And he has done both. And that's why he's getting so much love and so much consideration. That's one of the best players in the league this year, because he did everything that was needed to become one. And that's why you have to give him love and respect at the end of the day. So I'm a fan of Deni. I like what he's been able to do. I like how he has transformed his body. I like how he has transformed this game. And I like the fact that he has improved in so much different areas significantly, and has shown that he can do it throughout a long, grueling season. And, the playoffs is another test. The plan is another test, to see can he really be a reliable force at that level too, because obviously they more focused on you. They're trying to take away your strengths. They're trying to make you work harder. Can you really pick it up? Can you really dominate against the best coaches and the best players in the league? And that's the whole purpose of the playoffs, is to challenge yourself to see what level you're really at, and what level you need to get to. And he got to this point. Then it's going to be another, reality check for him to see, is he really that guy when it matters the most, and that's championship time. But, I'm not here to doubt him. I'm not here to throw him under the bus. I'm not here to nitpick him. I'm here to give him his credit. You already showed that you're better than what most people thought that you can be. And even if they believed in you, you're proving them right. And that's always a great thing and a fun thing to do. And that's something you want to do just for yourself. I just want to be the best player I can be. I want to be the player that I thought I can be. And now it's a reality for him. He's living it. He's doing it on a daily basis. And that's something that you all, even if you're a Portland fan or not, if you're just a fan of basketball or just a fan of the NBA, you're just going to be happy that he's putting on these type of performances and putting on the show for everybody to watch and see. And now you just want him to stay healthy and just be consistent at being one of the best players in the league. And that's the toughest thing. You did it once. That was already hard enough. Can you do it for another couple years in a row? And that's what make the best ones the best and the great ones the great. And that's what make the Hall of Famers known and loved, and so watched by so many, and he's getting to that point where he still can improve in some areas. He still can get better, and he's still young enough to do it. And he's still at his athletic peak. You know, he's not even in his 30s. He got a couple more years before he reaches that. So we'll see if this is all just everything going right by him, or is this the real Diddy? Is this the guy we're going to get every single year or better? And that's something that is going to be fun to look forward to, and is going to be something fun to see. And I'm just happy that he's accomplishing his goals and becoming the best version of himself, especially as a basketball player. And that's all you can really want is just seeing good shows and great players going out there doing their thing. And Denny is one of those players that's been doing it all season. And we're going to see how his season ends and see how his future, becomes for him. So if he got this far, you just think that what is the ceiling for Denny? What is it? Because he's already above average at this point at a lot of things. And it's just small little tweaks and adjustments and changes that he needs to make to his game to keep him at that level for a long period of time. And at this point, I don't question it. I just have to see it because it's just that hard to do it for consistent years, especially because of how tough the NBA can be on your body and how much this team does in organizations that will try him out if he doesn't stay with the Blazers depend on you. And that can make it tougher too because the more you do, the more you can get significant injuries. So hopefully none of that happens, and hopefully he has a good career, is already going in the right direction, and I just want to see it continue going up or stand, around this or better. So we'll see what happens with that. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.